Hey guys, as you know, it's CALLOUS Draft League. It's week 6. That's the last week before playoffs. I say that every time. You guys already know. Let's get to the action. It is a David versus Goliath matchup here. It is uh, Diamond Thrice, Demon Thrice, Kimbo Slice, any of that. It's Dazey on the bottom, team captain of the pink team. He's had himself a good tour. He's 4-1 coming into this. Eggbomb, who I don't want to be mean to, seems like a real nice guy. Tragically is winless going into this, and it happens. That's fine. Everyone has room to grow and learn. But pink versus purple, this matchup matters a lot. They are both fighting for a playoff spot. So if there is one time to get your first win of the season, this would be the best, perfect, most important time to do that. So let's see if our guy Eggbomb can get in the win column here against a very tough opponent in Dazey. So Dazey is on the bottom. Like I said, he's Demond or Diamond Thrice, whatever it is. And he's got a Jolteon that's going to be met with Steelix, which hopefully for his sake has a Roar here. And it does. Crisis averted. That was probably an unlucky thing to roar out, and even more unlucky is the fact that he misses Iron Tail there, because it would have really, really devastated the Glalie there. I mean, depending on the EVs, it might have even killed him. I assume that it's not an overly attack-invested Steelix, so it probably just would have done a ton rather than killed. But still, the fact that he roared out the Glalie at all, and then the fact that he missed the Iron Tail is unlucky for sure for Eggbomb. But some spikes did get down. 2 layers, in fact. And Lax comes in, and hopefully he's got a spinner, because seemingly, and I don't remember this draft, I don't even know, yeah, I guess I did cover this draft, but I don't remember if Eggbomb drafted a spinner or not. But he's got 5 grounded pokes, so these spikes are not good for him by any means, and there's all 3 layers down. A little bit of switching back and forth, but I mean, Dazey's got to be fine with that. Every time his opponent switches, he's stepping on the spikes in order to do so. Will-O-Wisp on Dusclops, further residual damage. And now Moltres comes in. A couple of these things have eaten Nightshades, but it's just not a big deal in a sandless game. Rest will at least get rid of the burn, but bigger issue remains the spikes, and we now see the last poke is meant, so no spinner. Like I said, don't remember if he even had one available in his pool, but there is no spinner. So 5 of those pokes are grounded and are going to be hit by them every single time they make their way in. That was a decent body slam there, but unfortunately with the wish floating, wheezing back to a hundo. And it looks like Dazey has a team that's pretty damn good at forcing switches, whether it is the obnoxious Leech Seed, or whether it's something like Jolteon or Wheezing that's going to force a switch, or Moltres could Will-O-Wisp something and then just kind of sit on it. This team is pretty good at forcing switches, which is exactly where you want to be when you get the 3 spikes down that your opponent does not have an answer for, and 5 of his 6 Mons are grounded. It was a good hidden power. Had the opportunity there with a critical hit, which didn't come to kill the Moltres, but at least gave himself a shot. That Rock Slide, however, I mean, obviously Moltres would be a wonderful target, but Wheezing takes that like a champ at just 18%. Here comes Celebi. And Dusclops apparently is Rest Talk. Fair enough. More Nightshade. Now Vaporeon comes down. That's going to be a failed Sleep Talk, finding rest. And the Wish is floating again. See if he keeps it or passes it. Gonna opt for the latter. And Moltres there in no danger because Nightshade, of course, can never critical hit. And as such, Moltres eats the Wish. And Eggbomb apparently doesn't have too much of a response to that. He's just going to keep Nightshading. Now Lax comes in into Celebi, which is not where he wants to be. Down to just 40% thanks to those spikes. And that too is going to opt for rest. And now Celebi is going to start to CM up. Lax apparently is going to sit in here and wait it out while seated. And I guess now we see why. That is another Rest Talk Mon. He's got at least 2 of those. Moltres at +1 is a real threat here. Lax can normally deal with it, but coming in on spikes and when it's already a little bit low, I don't know, a couple more flamethrowers and that guy might not be around anymore. Does have a chance to find a lucky body slam and get a para in his sleep, but that would be pretty lucky. And he doesn't stick it out, which I kind of think he needed to. I think now the Lax is probably in some trouble the next time it comes in because it has to take the spikes damage again. Feel like he should have stayed in with the Lax, but now I think the Lax is not going to be in a good place. Hidden power there, 27% is okay, but again, with Wish floating, any damage that you do to the Vaporeon just doesn't really matter. Water Absorb, however, is going to get Lapras back to basically full. And alright, I mean, Heal Bell is going to at least wake stuff up. Makes it kind of weird that so many things are rest talk. Couldn't you just be rest if you have a Heal Bell user and not worry about sleep talk and just use that slot on whatever superior move that you're missing out on? Man, usually absorbs don't trigger at all, but that is actually going to be the second time this game. We had a... What the hell just happened to my screen? Did you guys see that? I don't know what that was. I've never seen that before. I don't actually know if that got shown on video or not, but I'm either real. I mean, I know I'm tired right now, but I'm not nodding off. I don't know. The whole screen just had this like weird static gray. We'll see if that got captured on video. Really weird. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I assume you did, but very strange. Kind of derailing my narration here, and I apologize. I've literally, I mean, this computer is like over a decade old. I definitely need a new one, but I've never seen that before. Funky stuff. Either way, there is a taunt for the Dusclops, which crucially is going to prevent it from resting. And that's going to prevent it from doing anything. Lucky freeze there for Dazey. And I believe... Yeah, the Dusclops is going to be dead. Next time he comes in, it will auto just die to the spikes. We've got ourselves a trade here. And now we end up with Steelix on Jolteon. Substitute coming down, which of course is going to get immediately popped by EQ. He also could have roared him away, so I don't understand the point of substitute there. And it's going to be EQ again. Dusclops going to fodder itself. And that's going to get the Ante in, but I don't even think it can kill the Vaporeon with a crit. Yeah, even with a crit there, would have come up well short. And that, of course, is going to succumb as well, so it leaves us in a 3-5 situation. That would have killed with a crit, but doesn't find it. But he actually survives the Ice Beam at 1%. But same problem here. Even a critical hit would not be good enough. Gonna switch to Steelix. Fair enough. Hey, that does come in safely on a Sludge Bomb that it's immune to. Will-O-Wisp is going to miss. And okay, boom. I don't know how Boom doesn't kill there. Really weird. But now the Salamence can kill him. And Dazey does let it go, so that leaves us in a 2-4. Lax is going to more or less fodder itself. It doesn't actually die to the spikes, but it might as well. And that leaves us with only Salamence, which is just not going to cut it here. The hidden power is, in fact, Ice to really speed this up, but Mence was never going to get it done here. And it's going to be a victory for Dazey, which was the expected outcome. But, look, I made a point, because I could be a little bit critical in these videos, but I try to tailor my tone and my level of critique based on who's in the video. If it's CALLOUS Invitational players or SPL level players or whatever, of course I'm going to rip them to shreds, because I have long-standing relationships with them and because they should know better when they do dumb things. But in this case, when it is someone who I don't know on a personal level and who's obviously had a rough tour, I don't mean to give the dude a hard time, and I tried to go easy on him. I tried to be gentle. I want to say that I really appreciate Eggbomb, because obviously 06 is not a good record and not the record that he wanted, but He played his games every week. He didn't quit on the tour. He didn't quit on his team. He didn't give me any kind of problems or attitude whatsoever. He just showed up and played the games, and I really appreciate that. So, you know what, dude? Eggbomb, you are more than welcome. If we have CALLOUS Draft League Season 2, more than welcome. Open invitation. Come play again. Try your luck next time. Appreciate you playing. I appreciate, even though it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, that you didn't do anything you're not supposed to do and quit on your team and all that stuff. You showed up and played, and I appreciate it. So thank you, dude. Better luck next time. But the victory is for Dazey here. Now, granted, we might still see more of our boy Eggbomb. We might see an epic, heroic comeback story where he wins both rounds of the playoffs. Purple team still can get in. It's going to be really tight between purple and pink. So, looking like it's going to be green and orange in for sure. And then one of these teams probably going to take that last spot. Maybe blue if they do a lot of winning from here on out. But hey, that mystery, one of the reasons to stay tuned to the CALLOUS Narrates YouTube channel. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.